What is up, legends? We are back, and your boy is just here chilling, and we are going to be just basically hopping in and going after these two characters. Let's do that. I gotta do Phantom Theater to get the other one, but we're almost at the excuse me at the end of this one. Um, so yeah, we're going after these two characters. I actually stopped summoning and there was no video yesterday. I might do a 9 and 10 video today later on in the day, but this one is just strictly about summoning and whatever we get, we get. Hopefully, it's something good. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and we don't need to talk too crazy about this. Both characters are up at the same time. I have 135, so I hope that is enough. I think I exhausted damn near everything free that I can get at this point. So I don't think I need to actually spend anything to help this out. This is just natural gain. I got summons in the store, summons for the whatever else. And they have a $10 and $15 pack. I bought those, so that's where we're at right now to kind of like help out. Now, Holden is going to be great before Terra because in single target he has a defense down, which is great. That like directly, first of all, his element directly counts as Terra Mathon. Right here, he scales off a defense, which is just naturally going to make him tanky. As you guys can see right here, this is good single target damage right here off of defense. And then he has attack down and res down. Now it's 50% at max and on 3 cooldown on max as well. AoE, so should be pretty nice. I'm interested to see how his damage is going to be because you're going to want to get the defense stack, probably some effect accuracy, and maybe 2 effect accuracy, and try to do your best with crit on the substats. If you can get crit on the substat, it's gonna be hard to actually figure out and pick out. But he definitely is getting all defense gear. Definitely putting that out. So yeah, and I am going to be building him first, basically, because my Terra team, I'm not getting a lot of red units on my account. Not the ones that will make me go all the way to Inferno anyway. And then Unseen Lady, which is Hoyan. Hoyan is going to be basically for PvP, in my opinion. But she does have Wound, which is going to help a lot of things, like, fighting certain monsters to keep them from healing. Right there. We'll definitely try to go with attack on her. Her passive right here. The Death Prevention. Right here, Soul Ward. Which she has a single Soul Ward. Veronica has like a team Soul Ward. When Hoyan defeats an enemy, she will revive fallen allies on HP reduced from the defeated target, and applies the revive band to the defeated target after each complete trigger. The passive effect that using the execution right, or reviving allies. Hoyan applies 1 stack of Fleeting Grace, that's crazy, 40%. And it can go up. He can go up to 120%, dog. So adorable. Damn, she caked up. I don't remember her being caked up like that. And then she has the fire things giving her pigtails. That's cute. That's really cute. And then you have the damage boost right here, which is execution, right? Everything else like this. So she's single target. I'm building her second, and I'm gonna build her in my PvP team. So I'm build her as a PvP unit. I don't really need her. I think what would she be for Doki? And I need AoE for Doki, if we're being honest. So I mean, it has application, but I just need AoE for Doki, so I'm not gonna really worry about that. So let's just go right in, see what happens. I would like to get them early and just get out of here, because I just want 1 copy each, and then maybe go to permanent summon and go be gangster on that. What am I on? I haven't looked. have it tabulated. I am. Let's see here. I am on 460. No, 501. Yeah, 501. All right, so. All right. Nothing quick. There's a Viper. What's in here? I actually didn't even look. So Viper, Chiaki, Dako, and Kazumi are the. Yeah. I was hoping to be overall. Is it different for this one? It is. It's Gray, Ren, and Chiaki over here. Okay. All right, 20 right there. I'll take that. There we go. He is out of here. Hey, Holden, what's up? And the reason why I'm leaving quick is because he's the only character here. We just need one. He can appear in the permanent summon too, and I can also get LDs on there too. So you don't want to stick around in it. You just want to get them and get out, unless of course that you're trying to get dupes and stuff like that. But I'd rather just get the character and get out the banner. All right, so at 531. Oh no. Damn, my sticky notes is not so sticky right now. I'm gonna have to type it somewhere. So 531. We got Holden. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. All right, next up is Hoyan. I gotta restart sticky notes. This is 541. Damn, that's pretty good. I think all my SRs are gonna be max soon. 551. Okay, normal Chiaki. 561. There we go. It's easy to get the stuff in this game. Oh, that's gonna trigger somebody. So they both actually came out in 30. That's crazy. All right, we out of here. We no bye. So I got 35 to actually come over here. I'm so happy I did not have to use my actual currency. I'm really happy about that. It's crazy that they did them both at the same time, bro. Like, I guess. Anyway. 571. Dyna dupe. Oh, wow, I remember. Give me this. Thank you. Yeah, this is 581. $591. $601. There we go. 601 gave me something. Gray, you came out here like you were SSR. You kind of are, but still. Damn it. Don't want him. 601 Born, All right, got 35 more. We keep going. 611. 621. All right, so Dinah. 631. And that just leaves the 5 right there. What is left in the shop now? Oh, this is actually going to restock soon. All right. I'll just do it to do it. I'll spend some currency on this. Is it 651 now? Yeah, I'm out of here. I ain't gonna be greedy. Whatever. I still can't get overall. I don't believe it, dog. I don't believe it. I'm just gonna save the golds because I have both these characters anyway. So I'll just save the golds for whatever next character they're gonna actually put out as the limited banner. So how long? This is 11 days for both of them. All right, so I'm pretty happy that I got them, and I'm still okay on my currency. I'm just gonna keep max refreshing because look at my currency. Like I just keep doing it and keep building stuff. So now, of course, we have both of them. Do I have a shell for you? I'm gonna use an artisan. Can I use this artisan? I'm gonna take Doki's artisan. Sorry, Doki. And then I'm gonna change it to something else. Yeah. All right. So. And the reason I'm taking artisan is because it's gonna give a flat 700 to his stats, and he scales off of that, and then he gets a shield of his based off his own defense, which he's a defense scaling unit, so this is gonna be pretty crazy. All right, what we got going on? What up, Artie? What you got? What you got, Artie? Anything good? What's time weave again? Time weave might be perfect. Damn, but that's 12. It's perfect, but that's actually hard to do. Defense and a little speed? That might be kind of good. Time weave isn't gonna work. But then you got bloodbath, dog. I need bloodbath and defense. How about that? Do I have that? Probably not. I got bramble and bloodbath. Damn. I'll probably get it eventually. We'll do this for now. As long as he has it on. Yeah. Doki, I was on the way to actually building her, and then they announced these two, and I just stopped everything I was doing and just didn't spend anything anymore and saved everything for building Hoyan and Holden. So Doki, I'm gonna get back to you. I'm sorry, hun. Don't hate me. All right, defense wise, let's see what we got. Sure. Speed attack. I'll see what this turns into. Might turn into something garbage and piss me off. Defense bonus and crit rate. I might use this as the offload piece. What do I have over here? Do I have effect accuracy or something? This is attack bonus. That's useless. Effect accuracy on that for defense bone. What? Sorry, Doki. I just keep disrespected. Effect accuracy, and it's a 3. Give me that. I could go crit here. I don't have another piece. Do have a bloodbath piece. That's crit. It's not gonna matter. We worry about that later. Actually, once you turn defense, you actually turn the crit damage. I'm gonna do it just to try it, and then if it's trash, I'll just put defense on. I just want to see what his damage is gonna be like. HP flat. Defense bonus. What's the third one? Crit rate. That's the fourth one. Defense bonus. Oh no. And the effect res on top of that. I hate that flat HP though. What's he looking at right now? 35%. No, he's gonna be fine on crit. Let's just worry about his flat stat. Cause I want to be a little, not super slow, but just fast enough to do something. Yeah, he's on 38 right now, which means that probably he'll be at the 160, which is fine. I don't need him to be super fast because he's not an opener. Well, I'm not using him as an opener anyway. Okay. How much of this do I have? Not a lot. How many of these do I have? Let's do that. Yeah, I'm still gonna have to farm. That's fine. And as I showed you in previous videos, this is stuff that you should do to get a character online. You shouldn't use a character if you're not doing all this. Like, and that's going through, like, you can eke out wins, but you're just making it harder on yourself for no reason. I don't think I can make this a character a 6-star. Sound like he said mirror, mirror on the wall. Damn. Gotta go farm EXP. That's when me stopped using everything. Like I said, I was building Doki, and then they announced this, and I was like, I'm not using anything else now. And I stopped from that point. The summons built up because I was still clearing content. The currency built up, and then that was just all the resources I got from like farming the past 2 days. Why he smack his own wing? Isn't that attached to you? It's not. It's just things that, okay. But yeah, like I said, you should, if you want to make a character useful, you need to just go ahead and start doing this stuff. I'm not going to go all the way. I just want to see how this is going to look rolls wise. Roll speed, cool. HP bonus, eh. Roll that defense bonus though. Bruh, they trolling. Ray gear expensive. You see, I'm already lost damn near half my stuff. Why man's rolling all this speed? What's happening? Yeah, I definitely ended up over that. We ended up with 166. That's perfect. Shell wise, I farm the shell last. Like I'm not gonna specifically use them right now, and we need 13 more levels on that. That's actually not that bad. I think I can use PvP currency, so I don't have to use stamina. So I can just use the stamina to level him, and then I don't know. Well, none of my 5s are glowing, so I don't have enough. Oh, you ain't even at the level. Who's at 5 at the level? Yeah, I don't have enough. Yeah, I ain't nowhere close. Feels bad. I'm just gonna have to go find stuff and level over time. But he's fine at 5. I lost one. What this turn to? We'll lock that. Affect accuracy on Bramble. I'll lock that just in case. I'll lock this because it might roll speed. Don't care about this. Trash. Flat stat trash. Not this time leave. Time leaves helmet. Oh, keep. There you go. What are we on right here? Give me that. All right, so that is the plan. We got him like 70% online. He's not quite ready yet, obviously, because I'm just gonna farm. Not used to seeing him. I'm just gonna farm. Actually, I need to stop that. I'll let it go. Finish farming that gear, but. Yeah, he's gonna be. I'm okay with that crit. Probably gonna get some more crit damage somewhere, anywhere. 45%. I have way too much. Yeah, this is like where you would start to end up going into like the 3 set type of territory. Once you start getting all the 3s and stuff, you start being OP. I'm probably gonna use this and use this Latisse on that and start to make him head towards this because I just like him as a character. But first, before I do that, I'm gonna test him, see how it feels, and then I'll use the Latisse because if it feels bad, then I'll go to somebody else. Because it's not like you have it like infinite. I already got this maxed out for him, so I don't need to worry about that. I did not. Or did I? I think I did actually. Yeah, I did. But I did. Oh, I didn't do Tia's. That's what I didn't do. I stopped at Tia because she's fine as long as she's with Freya or Ling. I don't feel like I need this. So it's like I'm just using the Latisse. Just use a Latisse. I do need to do this though, just to get that extra 10% right there. So I'll probably do that today too. Let me write that down. Oh, I didn't even notice I got 2 the tings. Give me that. What am I doing with my life? Damn, that's crazy. He overcapped. The ting looking at me. He judging me. He's like, dog, how you just gonna leave me with 2 dupes and do nothing? What's wrong with you? Everybody else good? Oh yeah, you got your prowess too. You hold that. We use you. Dinah. We use Dinah and Terra, so Dinah can hold that. Rin is max. Alright guys, so this is going to be literally the first and last time I do this, and this is going to be the second half of the video right now, and it sucks for me that we're even talking about this. I want to put in perspective right now, we got 2 really cool characters right now. I'm building up this character. I'm pretty much going through my my hyperlink charter, and I'm having fun with the game. And I want to point out that again, we have two characters that it's ironic that we are talking more about misinformation than the characters. So I'm gonna give you guys a timeline, and you're gonna understand where I'm coming from by the time I get towards the end of all this. And I'm just gonna do it in a calm manner because we chilling right now. I'm not upset about anything, but people have keep asking me. I've gotten DMs. I got more DMs. I like when I get DMs. Hey, could you help me beat this boss? Because then I'll sit with somebody in like a Discord call. And yes, I do that. I must have done that hundreds of times in the past 2 weeks. And help somebody until they beat a boss because it's fun. I like seeing people win and then they're happy and then everything else, meeting different people in the world and then they just happy because they beat a boss. Nobody has to pay me for anything or you don't have to sub or donate, nothing like that. I like that. I like when people win. That being said, here's a timeline. Our first drama in the community was the whole dupe thing. Now, the devs never said that dupes don't work in PvP. They never said that. Like, it was thrown out there. It was nowhere said anywhere. I never said it because I didn't know if it did or not. I remember asking and never getting the answer. So I just never said it out of I just don't know. So it slipped my mind. Turns out it did. However, many content creators were saying that. So that was misinformation by the content creators. That was on the content creators. That wasn't on the devs because the devs never said it. They never put that out there. It wasn't even built that way. So that was on content creation right there. They made that monster and then got mad the monster existed, basically. So again, misinformation. Second misinformation. The EXP. The double EXP and double resources. No one said that was going to be a case, but that again is perspective. The reason why we had that is because we were testing in a 2-week cycle and they needed proper tests. They needed us to be at end game and taking on PvP so they can see an expedited process and stuff like that. No one ever said, they never said that was going to be the case in global. It doesn't need to be the case. Me, max refilling, I'm at level 51 right now. I'm at about the same pace that I was in beta with that same 2x EXP. If I had that, again, you guys know I deal in objective truth. Right now, I want you to look at my account, and granted this is a $60 account right now because I actually bought packs before Holden right there. I like to keep it real. It's a $60 account right now. 1 2 3 4 5 no 6, I'm sorry, bad math. I have 6 stars, and then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So I have 16 characters 5-star or higher. Obviously I spent a little bit something like that. So if you take away what I spent, I probably would have 13. I have 13 total characters and probably 4 6 stars. That's still pretty good. And I'm on pace as the if I had double EX, I keep saying double EXP. If I had double resources, that's the pace that I'm on right now, basically. So if I had that right now, I have 20 characters over 5-star, and then probably 7 or 8. That's a lot. We're barely we're not even 2 weeks into the game. They were never going to do that. They're absolutely not. We'll probably maybe after a month. And that's me saying that. I have no confirmation on that. No, they never said that. So again, just like the dupe thing, creator misinformation. The 2 times event, creator misinformation, because nobody said that they were going to do that. Not in any hyper talk, not in any dev post. CM never even said that. That's kind of like strike two for us creators. Not me in particular, but strike two for us creators. The third one. If you guys notice, and again, objective truth, this is just fact. What they did, and you're gonna see where I'm going with this. Okay. This character used to steal boss buff. It used to steal everybody boss buff. They literally had a talk. They had a nerf. A text post in notes saying we don't want that. Like she can't be doing all that. That's a little too strong. So they took that away from her. You see where I'm going with this? They didn't want her to actually do that. They feel that that's a little bit too strong. Nobody should be doing that. So that means that they don't want anybody doing that, right? So let's just think about that for a second. Oh, is it passive? Into Zadia. Zadia used to be able to steal full power of the second wave middle add damage buff, which obviously it was a boss damage buff because it hits you, you die, basically. So that buff was probably like 1,000 or 2,000 damage modifier. There's no way that we were supposed to have that when they already set the precedent and said that they do not want us stealing boss buffs. So what happened with this is that she got uniformed along with Veronica. They probably didn't realize it until they started watching people do it and saying, oh damn, we didn't get her too. So this is not a case of them being malicious. They already set the precedent already that they did not want that to happen. Not that you can't beat any of that content without that. And Zadia still works in the content. It's not like it just doesn't work with that. You need to like, I can't use it no more. So you still can necessarily do it. You still can win. You just can't win in like 10 damn seconds. Like big deal. But yeah, that's not that serious. So when you head in, you see a ton of people obviously going through and, doing their thing. With content, you have choices. And you can still do it with Zadia, but it's going to be a slower run. And a slower run, what I mean with a slower run is that it's probably going to be like a minute, 2 minutes or something like that. You still win, basically. Or you can use any of the other characters and stuff right here to get through all of that. Granted, perspective, I understand that somebody might be upset if they had some OP and that makes them win fast or something like that, but people were still winning in 45 seconds without that. Like they didn't really need to actually do that. So it's not like the game is broken. That character isn't even broken, but that character is more for a slow build type of thing. So it's really not that big a deal, and it wasn't anything malicious. That's what I'm trying to point again. Number 3, content creator misinformation. That's 3 times now. That's 3 times now. And some of that is the same goddamn people. It's 3 times now. You can't deny it. Can't it's objective truth now. Objective truth. So it becomes something starts to become a reoccurring issue. At that point, it starts to be a repeating pattern right now. And I'm not trying to bully anybody. I just want to point this out because this is what gets people upset, and then they don't have the full perspective of everything. You start to get it like, oh, you know what? Maybe all this isn't a problem. Maybe it's the people who are the problem. Saying that's 3 times now. Objectively, they can't even say that it's not the case, that was content creator, misinformation, not even the team's fault, because none of this actually was the team's fault. They were just doing what they're supposed to be doing at the end. They're trying to balance the game. Nobody likes nerfs. And there is something that the dev team is at fault for, and I will actually say that towards the end of all of this. We're getting to all that. They're not clear. They're at fault for one particular thing, but they're just doing stuff in a pattern. Like, it's very obvious. But if you don't have perspective of that pattern, then it looks like, oh, it's done maliciously. They're nerfing my character because they don't like it. No, it's all the perspective of all this. Now, let's go for number 4. Number 4 is really, really interesting. Yeah, I should have saw this coming. I just got her like before I got all these characters, so I haven't even got a chance to build her yet. I'm going to, because she's just OP everywhere. Yes, she is, except for one particular boss, and then you have to get over that. It's just the one boss. They didn't want that to actually happen. Perspective. In the first CBT, Shadow Sonya absolutely demolished Aurora, along with Fengus and along with Opal. She got deleted in like 10 seconds. Like, I don't even know how that interaction happened, but the devs was like, nah, this was CBT1. You can look on Zox's channel. He has the dot teams going, and there is emphasis for that. What happened CBT2 is they was like, nope, like, y'all ain't doing all that. That was 6 months ago. Confirmed. 6 months ago. Again, objective truth. Now, the issue, CBT2, it was already gone. Couldn't do it anymore. Out of there. CBT3 is the one that you guys came in on, which was 2 months ago. Again, perspective. Somehow in CBT3, in CBT, no, it actually, CBT3 was 4 months ago. Actually, we're getting the timelines wrong. CBT3 was 4, and it was still immune. So nobody used dot team for Aurora. Like, they used stuff that you literally see on Aurora right now, which you come over here. They used all this stuff. This is all fine. Like, everybody got the ting. Hybrids, maybe not. You see a lot of Dyna up here. Ling Lao, everybody should have Ling Lao by now, who's been playing. Right now, blue team. It's not like you can't do anything. I don't think anybody beat Inferno yet, because you can't get there yet. I think Inferno is 55. Maybe I'm lying. I think Inferno, you're locked out until 55. But everybody's doing well. Everybody, like, it's not like you're gonna be struggling to do any of this. And not like Sonya was going to make much of a difference. This is mainly for blue, like, and dark teams. People are throwing in obviously Dyna to debuff, so you can get like the speed clear with like Rosa. This is where Rosa is supposed to be shining. Every team Rosa is supposed to be like, all you reroll Rosa mains are supposed to be eating right now. You ain't even supposed to be worried about Shadow Sonya not working in here. Why you not team Rosa? I don't get it. Like, they was like tier 0 team, bro. Like, what happened? Right here, and you can't. Yeah, I couldn't remember or not, but it's 55. So CBT2, CBT3, immune. It didn't work on this boss. This is one boss, mind you. Just one boss. Sonya works everywhere else. I'm going to show you. This is one boss. That's it. That's it, dog. That's it. CBT4. CBT4 is the beta that all you guys played. And For whatever reason, this boss didn't have that immunity anymore. So people made guides on it. Everybody got used to it and say, oh, that's the OP, she's OP in here, we're gonna be doing that and everything else like that. Then Gobo came, and then they probably looked and was like, what the hell is this? Now, see, here's the problem. In the testing, again, this is perspective, and then I have this perspective because there was about 6 or 7 people who actually leveled 0 to max. And I did it twice, actually. My new player guide was before everybody was in the game. I was in the game basically like with Zox, and it was just me and him, and we were leveling with no events. We didn't have any help. That's what the new player guide is. That's up on Hell Hades, the channel. And I was going through all of this, but I didn't have Shadow Sonya, so I didn't test this. I was just using the same methods that you guys see in all of this, so I didn't know that the whole dot immunity thing was actually there. And Zox didn't do it as well because we naturally assumed that dot didn't work on it. And going through, there were only about 7 people in the actual live beta CBT4 who actually went 0 to max level. So I think 0 to 50. It's not max level because max level is level 100. So, and because I genuinely think with that limited test pool, we all assumed that it didn't work, so we didn't do it because that's what we were used to beforehand. So we didn't do that. So that just slipped through the cracks. It wasn't anything malicious. It just happened like that. Again, it's now number 4 now that I'm showing you content creator misinformation. Now, here's my problem with all 4. People could have reached out, especially the higher tier people, could have reached out to the devs and verified. In all 4 cases, they did not. Now, me personally, I could tell you once all 4 situations, I reached out and gave my feedback. I was asked and said, and this is not like me trying to take a high road or nothing like that. I'm just saying what happened. Again, objective truth. I said, hey, this, and this. And I even watched some of the stuff I said be implemented in the game. Not going to tell you what it is or anything else like that, but I watched literally something that I said be implemented. I know it came from me, so that it was just taken into heart and it got implemented. So I'm not even as high a level as other people with like, you know, views and everything else like that. And something I've said actually made the game. There's people who are hiring me who could have just did that and said, hey, this is working out like this. Hey, this, that, and the third. Hey, what was chosen to do all 4 times is make drama. I don't like that. I hate it, actually. Especially when you have the power to do better. It just, it looks lazy as F. And disadvantageous. Because it's like you rather be dramatic and instead of getting something fixed. And finding out the truth so you can come to people and make people feel better. Like, I'm doing this now. I have to actually tell you guys the truth after the fact, after all this ish storm right now. And it's up to you if you want to actually listen and take it to heart. I'm not making anybody do anything. I'm not telling you that you have no right to be upset, because if you're upset about something, you wanted something to be a certain way, you have the right to that. But what I want you to do is actually know the truth about the situation and then make your assumptions, and then if you want to still be mad about something, have at it. But I just wanted you to know the truth of what actually happened, that the undeniable truth, that this is what happened. All 4 indications, this is what happened. And again, all 4 times it's been misinformation. It's not that somebody was literally trying to do something to harm anybody. It's just misinformation, and things went through the crack. This happens in gaming. Stuff breaks, stuff doesn't work right, or maybe so much stuff is going on. People miss something. People are human. You got to let them fix things. And again, this has only been 3 or 4 days. They've been very good about addressing stuff and handling stuff. Now, still within the 4 thing, I see a lot of people saying, well, I want to re-roll a character because I built them and they don't work on this. Shadow Sonya works everywhere else. Doki not so much, because Doki is a multiple characters, like multiple enemies, so that's not going to work there. However, you would think Shadow Sonya is just garbage, right? She's just garbage, right? You can't possibly beat anything, right? So we're gonna let's do some recent clears. They're not gonna watch it. Let's see what we got here. So we got a bunch of Shadow Sonyas. We got a level 36 in here clearing. Oh, we gotta look at that. And with a Holden too. Let's go. You get to see some Holden work. This is a level 36 Shadow Sonya, by the way. I kind of already know what's gonna happen. He gonna get bleed murdered. All right, Fangus dot. So you see them dots up there. Granted, this is a 36 Sonya, by the way. All right, there's some dots right there. There's more dots right there. See that damage right there? Delete. 36, dog. Level 36. 5-star. What you re-rolling for? What you want to re-roll for? Because of one boss? And see, the perspective is that, oh, they just nerfed her and that she can't do anything. Am I in the Twilight Zone? Hey, what happening, dog? Let's find another one. Lobo, level 20. What is happening right now? Yo, I'm in the Twilight Zone. I gotta be in the Twilight Zone. Shout out to Holden, though. Out here already. It ain't even been 2 hours since he's been out. No, it's been 3 hours. Again, we objective truthing out here. Oh, you about to just get deleted, aren't you? When that goes pop, it's over. Oh, and she didn't get to detonate. Must not be a lot of speed on it. Well, she is only level 20, so. But it don't even matter, man. As soon as that ticks, it's over. Level 25 star, dog. Look at this. Yeah, reroll what? Reroll what? Wait, I gotta be in the like. Is it me? Community. Is it me? Like, are we all high? What is happening right now? What is really happening right now? Oh, hey, Levy got Veronica. Good GG. Veronica is good for this as well. She just take the buff. Take the defense buff. Not as much as like, you know, like what's the name doing, but Zadia, it's like partial. And again, that was it's all uniforms. They just made Zadia uniform like Veronica. They ain't trying to just mess up your character. They're just trying to do this. Like, see, but what wasn't said is that stuff, and that's the problem that I'm having with it, and in general, is because there's a lot of stuff that the perspective and it's being left out and being framed a certain way, and that's just, it's literally lying, or the person didn't know, and that's still a problem because you could have went and verified instead of going to try to make money off of it. And it's repeated times that stuff like this has happened. Now, I showed you a pattern, now an undeniable pattern of something that just keeps happening over and over again. And it's from people that just been in the game 2 months. Like, I don't understand. I don't even, like, do we need to watch another one? Let's watch the 45 one. I don't re-roll what, dog? She literally could do this to every boss in the game, damn near, except maybe 2 or 3. Like, she can't do it to the score clear bosses. Like, can't do it to guild boss, and you can't. What was the other one? I can't remember the other one, but the score, whatever you get the score. Phantom Theater. Can't do it to that one. That's it. You can do everywhere else. So you want dot team Shadow Hoyan? Go for it, dog. You win. Get you some Codex Somatic on Rigoku, you win. He literally could do this everywhere else in the game where you would need to farm stuff. You just have one boss, one progression boss that you can't do it in. I community at some point, like, can we? Is she still gonna win? Oh, she had the invincible proc. And then the dot is gonna kill. Reroll what? You want a ticket to do what? To be bad? Because that's what you're gonna be doing. Because I'm for sure gonna use this character everywhere. She's the next character I'm building. Holden just came in. I didn't expect 2 characters. Hoyan not even getting built, dog. I'm building her. So I could come in here with a level 5, a tier 5 level 1 Sonya and get a damn Inferno clear. Are y'all kidding? But see, it'll be framed as everything else but the truth. I don't know why people just can't tell the truth or go find the truth instead of throwing out half truth and getting people upset and thinking that they have to reroll a character and they trash and they can't do that. Though I am going to make this character, I am going to swipe, guys, and make this character, because I don't have the resources right now. I am going to swipe and make this character and take her everywhere and curb stomp all this content in front of you. And then y'all gonna be like, holy hell, everybody gonna want to Shadow Sonya. Like, I am so tired of people making stuff up. I am really tired of. You guys know I don't do videos like this, but I'm actually frustrated right now because people could have just asked questions instead of causing drama. You could have just said to the dev, "Hey, what is going on here? What happened?" And then you would have got perspective that I just said. You would have got that perspective, and then we'd be here talking about Holden and Hoyan instead of this dumbass stuff. Like, which is just nothing. It's just all made up. It's all made up. However, we gotta end it. Dev team, talking to you, dev team. I'm with you on all the rest of that stuff because that was just all misinformation and not your fault. Basically, you're just being a dev team at the end of the day. So that's all on the community right there. However, there's something on you. When you see stuff like this, what is supposed to happen is the CM is supposed to be made abreast of the situation, and you get a statement together accordingly and say, hey, well, I'm literally doing the CM's job right now. I shouldn't be doing the CM's job. This is what he is supposed to be doing, and doing that perspective, which, to be fair, he did when it came to the dupe situation. I gave you my perspective and all that and what actually happened. But the CM did do that. But And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong. He may not have the information, and they may not have the information. But just say, hey, we're working on it, and we don't know what happened with the patches somewhere along the line. It was immune here and it's not here. That happens. Like, data just goes wrong. But the whole uniform change, like when they uniform change stuff, they change everything. That's how they go. The turn meter, they said everybody getting nerfed. They didn't just go to one character. Everybody getting nerfed. Sustain, everybody getting nerfed. Like, defense being too OP, we nerfing all of that. Y'all still on boss buff? Nah, you can't do that. Oh, Zadia can still do it too. That got to go too. It gets uniform across the board. So this is the situation right now. I'm actually doing the CM's job right now, which I'm okay in this particular situation right here because I know all of the facts and the information to properly bring it to you guys and say what's going on. But the dev team needs to do that. You guys need to just come out and say that, because people are going to look at all this and have all the objective truth right here and still be mad, basically, because the dev team isn't saying it. So, and you literally see people like saying it right now. Yeah, they need to respond, like almost on cue. Almost on cue. So this is what's going on. That's what happened right now. So hopefully you guys could just wait or not wait for whatever they got to say right now. But this is the situation and what's happening, and it's up to you to be happy or unhappy. Me personally, I have no problem with it because I understand the situation. I'm a mature adult. I'm not going to go raging at stuff that doesn't need to be raged on because I know what's going on already. Like, when you look at it and you get all the information, you say, oh, we wasn't really supposed to be stealing boss buffs like that. So, okay, that kind of like sucks. I'll come up with a different strat. Sonya still works everywhere but one boss. I'll just come up with a different strat. And like I said, I'm making that character. Like, we just literally watched like a gold gear character clear Inferno, the highest tier stuff in the game. Be legendary, guys. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love everybody who stops by. You guys always make my day with your comments. It's always funny and whimsical and gives me a reason to keep going. So be legendary, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.